You know that feeling, right? That constant nagging sense that you're always one step behind, that there's just not enough time, not enough money, not enough of you to go around. I'm here to tell you that feeling is not a personal failure. It's a symptom. It's proof that a psychological program is running your life, a program you never even agreed to install.
So why is it never enough? I mean, really think about it. No matter what you achieve, no matter what you buy, that feeling of satisfaction, it's fleeting, isn't it? Happiness is always on the next rung of the ladder, just one more goal away. You're stuck in this endless chase, but nobody ever told you what you were really chasing or why you can never seem to catch it.
You are living your life by rules you don't even know exist. And that's why we're here. Welcome to Unspoken Rules. This is where we pull back the curtain and decode the invisible scripts that are dictating your reality. We're here to expose the harsh psychological truths that are secretly running your decisions, your behavior, and your entire life. What you're about to hear might make you uncomfortable, because frankly, the truth usually does.
So let's get one thing straight right now. What we're talking about, this scarcity mindset, it isn't just a bad attitude. It's a cage. It's a faulty operating system that's been installed in your mind, and it turns your brain from a tool for growth into a prison of your own perceived limits. It makes every single obstacle feel like a brick wall. So, what is this scarcity mindset? At its core, it's the deeply ingrained belief that everything is limited, that there's only so much money, so much success, so much opportunity in the world. It's this core belief that the pie of life is a fixed size. And once you believe that, well, that one single assumption changes absolutely everything.
Because when you truly believe the pie is fixed, life stops being about creation and starts being a brutal zero-sum game. Every time you see someone else succeed, your brain processes it as a direct threat. Every opportunity they seize feels like one that's been stolen from you. You've been programmed to believe that the only way to get your slice is to take it from someone else.
And look, this isn't some new age philosophy. This is neurology. This is hard science. We're about to look at the actual architecture of your cage. This prison isn't built from steel bars. It's built from neural pathways and cognitive biases in your brain. And it has a real, measurable, and destructive impact on your ability to think. Every single moment you spend worrying about what you don't have, you're paying a tax, a cognitive tax. And this tax is draining your single most valuable resource, your mental bandwidth. That's the finite energy you have for creative problem solving, for strategic thinking, for planning your future. Scarcity literally hijacks your mind.
This right here, this shows you exactly what that mental theft looks like. On the left, you see a brain operating from abundance. It has plenty of bandwidth left over for growth, for strategy, for seeing the bigger picture. But on the right, that's the brain on scarcity. Almost all of its processing power is eaten up by short-term stress and worry. There is literally no room left to think your way out of the trap.
And all of this leads to a dangerous state that psychologists call the tunneling effect. It's exactly what it sounds like. Your focus gets incredibly narrow, honed in on the most immediate problem, the bill that's due, the urgent deadline. And everything else, the long-term goals, the brilliant opportunities just outside your direct line of sight, they just vanish. You start making impulsive, short-sighted decisions because you literally can't see any other options.
So the big question is, why is this prison so damn hard to escape? Because it's not just a cage, it's an addiction engine. It's powered by a primitive, incredibly powerful behavioral mechanism, a mechanism that is being exploited every single day by design to keep you hooked and trapped in a loop.
This mechanism is so brutally effective at destroying genuine, long-term fulfillment that it's been called the ultimate eliminator of motivation. It works by replacing your sense of purpose with a desperate craving for the next, quick, unsatisfying hit.
Okay, so here's how it works. It's a simple and brutally effective three-stage loop. First, an opportunity for some kind of quick reward pops up. Think about a notification on your phone. Second, you act on it, and you get an unpredictable reward. Maybe it's a like, maybe it's junk. The unpredictability is the key. Third, that potential for another reward makes you immediately want to repeat the behavior. And just like that, you're in the loop.
And if you think this is some abstract concept, think again. This ancient brain circuitry has been weaponized against you. Social media feeds, online shopping deals, the endless news cycle, they are all meticulously engineered scarcity loops. They are designed to keep you scrolling, clicking, and craving, not for real fulfillment, but for that next meaningless, unpredictable dopamine hit that never, ever satisfies. All right. Understanding the architecture of your prison is the critical first step. The next step is demolition. We're now moving from the problem to the solution. We're talking about the antidote, the active, intentional, and disciplined process of rewiring your own brain for abundance.
So how do you actually do it? How do you escape a prison when you can't even see the bars? Well, you have to learn the language of your own programming, and then you have to systematically rewrite the code that's keeping you trapped. This isn't about hope, it's about strategy.
First things first, let's just destroy a common myth. An abundance mindset is not about positive thinking. It's not about wishing for a better life. It is a rigorous mental discipline. It is the consistent and sometimes difficult effort to train yourself to see opportunity where your programming only sees threat, and to see potential where your programming only sees limitation.
So where do you even start with this rewiring? It begins with language, the words you use inside your own head. Your internal dialogue is literally the command line for your brain's operating system. You have to stop speaking the language of scarcity. A cost is no longer a cost, it's an investment. A transaction becomes a transformation. You stop chasing security and start seeking opportunity, and you stop planning for retirement and start living for purpose. This isn't just playing with words, this is a fundamental reprogramming of how you see the world.
Now, to fuel this whole process, you absolutely must reclaim your cognitive bandwidth. You have to build slack back into your system. And you can do this. Automate trivial, everyday decisions to save your mental energy for what matters. Actively reframe negative thoughts the moment they appear. Use mindfulness to create a split-second gap between a fear-based impulse and your reaction. And break your big goals into small, achievable wins to stop that feeling of overwhelm that feeds the scarcity trap.
But look, all of those strategies, as powerful as they are really just surface-level repairs. To truly break free, to demolish the prison for good, you have to go deeper. You have to address the very foundation upon which the entire prison of scarcity is built.
And this right here, this is the unspoken rule that governs all the others. Your financial reality, your reality of abundance in all its forms, is a direct, unfiltered reflection of your relationship with yourself. A scarcity mindset is just a symptom of a self-worth deficit. You believe resources are limited because, deep down, on some level, you don't feel that you are worthy of them.
You see, in the end, abundance has almost nothing to do with what you have in your bank account or your garage. It's an internal state. It's a state that comes from having profound clarity on your why. What is your purpose? What meaning are you here on this earth to create? Because when you are anchored in a deep sense of purpose, your own value becomes non-negotiable. And the outside world, with all its noise about lack and competition, it just loses its power over you.
So here we are. You now know the architecture of your own prison. You've seen the bars. You understand the lock. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it? Will you remain a prisoner to your programming, a victim of a system you never chose? Or will you decide right now to become the architect of your own reality? If you choose the path of the architect, then commit to it. Subscribe to this channel, ring the bell, hit that like button, join the movement of people who choose to see reality as it truly is. The choice is yours. Don't just watch, decide.